Hey, blown away viewers, we are going to focus on some of our favorite things that we consume on the boat, and we make them all ourselves. We love ice cream, we love sorbet, who doesn't? But these things are hard to find on land, especially where we're at. They're expensive and they're not very healthy either. So what we're going to do is show you how to make these over a series of videos. Today we're going to focus on
my favorite,
the Admiral's favorite thing, and then we're going to save the ice cream and sorbet alternatives for later. Hey, if you like videos like this that are informative, that are entertaining, hopefully, we hope that you'll hit that subscribe button. We hope that you will do the like button, that you'll share these, and leave some comments down below. We want to hear from you. You don't need a boat to make these. You can make these on land, and that might be a great place to practice too. So let's come over here and let's take a look at some of the equipment that we use. First, let's start out with the star of the show, and that is the Ninja 1500 watt blender. And then it comes with two of these and the lids standard, as well as one of these. And you've also seen the bullet. I'm sure that that would work. I haven't tried it. This thing has got the power. I know this works. It's everything you mix in this, like this, and the gravity holds everything down and it blends it up. And the beautiful thing about this, they are individual serving containers, or in our case, we usually share one of these. So I'm going to show you, you can have different flavors of ice cream and also lattes and sorbets in the freezer ready at your beck and call, and then you can just take them out as you want to. And this, by the way, is a great way to preserve fruit. Let's get focused back on the number one thing that you like. And what is it, sweetie?
frozen pumpkin lattes.
We usually open up a can of pumpkin, and this will make enough for all of these containers. All of these ingredients that we're going to be using in this are easy to find, and I'm going to show you the boat equivalent, the smart way of doing it for ingredients that are stored very easily and are very inexpensive. So let's get started. Doesn't involve all of these. We'll discuss certain ingredients and how they're backups for these, and a real expensive alternative, and also a cheaper, more easy to find in the tropics alternative. We'll go over all these things so you can make it your way. The number one thing is the pumpkin, but the next thing is powdered milk. Powdered milk! I would never drink powdered milk. Well, I used to be one of those people. We use powdered milk on the boat all the time. First of all, it's cheap and it stores a long time, and it's great to mix in beverages where milk is not the primary ingredient. You can also put it in the blender and make milk out of it. So get over those prejudices about powdered milk. We use instant coffee. Instant coffee! I always have my 100% Arabica grown beans. Okay, in this instance, this is probably your better alternative. It's cheaper, and you can adjust the strength in which you'd like it at. And then here, another crucial ingredient is vanilla. Now we have two different types. Number one is pure vanilla. Oh my goodness, this stuff is crazy expensive. Babe, how much is one of these?
Like $25.
We got this at Costco. We go through a lot of this. Each container takes a tablespoon. So you're gonna run through this pretty quickly. This is probably 1/100th of the price. And it is mixed in with a bunch of ingredients, so it doesn't have to be pure as the driven snow. The premium ingredients are not gonna shine as if they were the star or the primary ingredient. I hope you know what I mean. So what we use is this fake vanilla, and I know you see this in the grocery store and you go, that's not going in my body. Well, when you're out in a remote location and you need this stuff and you like these pumpkin lattes as much as you're going to like them, you're going to go through a lot of this stuff. So you may want to reconsider that versus this. That is just my tip. We're giving you some alternatives here, which I'm going to do with other things. You can be a little flexible with your ingredients. I'll discuss some more ways to do that. The next thing is, how do you sweeten it? There's several ways that you can do this. I'm going to start with the more expensive alternative. This is something probably everybody's going to have on their boat, and that is honey. Doesn't matter what kind of honey it is, you just pour it in there till it feels good, because everybody has a different degree of sweetness that they like, right? Another thing that you can use, which is really good, and it also does not have to be refrigerated, is cheap pancake syrup. You know what I'm talking about. And let me tell you what, if you're truthful to yourself, this stuff tastes better than real maple syrup, doesn't it? Oh yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Here we've got a big thing of it. Make sure that you get the ones with extra preservatives in it so that you don't have to refrigerate it. Add it till it feels good. Then the spice mix. This is what really brings it together. And it's comprised of several ingredients. This is where you get your flavor. First thing we are going to start with is cinnamon. Now, if you want to really make this stuff good, I suggest that you grind your cinnamon. Here it's in powder form. Ground ginger, I don't know how you're going to grind your own. You could probably, ooh, first time ever, use real ginger. That's just hot off the press. That's normally for our online platinum program subscribers, and you're getting it free today. Cloves. This brings it together. I combined a few recipes online. None of them included cloves. Really good. Grind your own for maximum freshness. Nutmeg. Do not use pre-ground nutmeg. No, 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 no. You need to use the flavor balls, because nutmeg, right after you grind it, it really loses its flavor quickly. I use this microplaner. The next thing is ground allspice. I don't have on the boat right now because I couldn't find it, the allspice berries. That's what you want. You're gonna go through so much of this stuff, you wanna pre-make this. And from fresh ingredients, then you put it in the refrigerator to keep it from aging. Oh, that smells so good. There it is. So that's all the ingredients. Feel free to try your own things. This is a great place to start, and for a lot of you, this is where you're going to finish. I do this kind of by feel, and I'm going to just pour this stuff out. I'm not even going to measure it. We'll put the precise ingredients and measurements in the description below, so make sure to check that out. So the first thing that I'm going to add is the actual water. And the reason why you want to put that in there is if you put the puree or any of the powders in first, and then put the water in, it's going to be stuck to the bottom. How'd you like that? I'm super fast, aren't I? That was real speed, not sped up. So the key is pre-blending these things, and then we're going to put them in the freezer, and so they're ready to go, and then we're going to blend them again, and that's going to make them super silky. Take it and taste it and make sure that you like everything, and the sweetness especially. Is it okay, or forever hold your peace? Another thing is, when you blend this stuff together, it really gives it a lot of time for the spices and all the ingredients to mix and meld together. So what you want to do is eventually have a mix between sorbets and ice cream, which we'll go into those in future videos, as well as these. Loaded up, frozen, and ready to go.
Need to wait till it melts a little bit. Oh my goodness, that is so good. Amazing.
Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you really enjoy these as much as we do.
Let us know how they turn out at your home.
Absolutely. Thanks a lot.